Today, we celebrate the day dedicated all over the world to women. And so I guess it may seem a little off to you that I now share the photograph of a man rather than that of a woman. This man's name is Ustad. His face bears the weight of two wars. Once, Ustad had to flee his home in Butig, Lanao, when war erupted, as military and Maoti forces clashed and left much of his hometown shattered and tattered. Ustad left his hometown and moved to Marawi, which was then bustling with life and commerce. But just when he had begun to start a new and prosperous life, war in Marawi erupted, and Ustad had to flee his home once more. I met Ustad at Bakwit village, the temporary shelter for all those who fled Marawi. When I met him, I had just come from Marawi's ground zero, where, in that eerie, quiet, and abandoned place, I saw hollow and empty structures bombed out and peppered with bullet holes. I saw so many traces of happy lives painfully interrupted because war had broken out. A kind of war that obliged people to run away without a chance of even bringing a few precious possessions along with them. When I met Ustad, he was chairman of a committee in Bakwit village. While he was conscientious about performing his duties, many times, in unguarded moments, Ustad's face would carry a painful look of utter and inner hopelessness that you can see in the photograph. A face edged with so much suffering and lack of hope. Meantime, all around me were women who were busy carrying on with life, hanging laundry, cooking, running after their children, and even entertaining them just so they would forget the sorry state that they were in. All these women's lives were just as difficult as the men's. Whatever the men felt, they felt as well, and perhaps even more. Yet, because a woman can rise above her sorry situation, every woman continued to perform her chores. Every woman forgot herself and immersed her life in helping her children and her family embrace the painful changes in their own lives. Every woman knew how to smile, and even when she had deep sorrow in her heart. Every woman knew how to get up by herself, even when her knees were wobbly. All women are created equal. And whether they are mothers coping with the war in Marawi, whether they are women in the city trying to build a career in these challenging times, all women have a proven capacity to soar to greater heights or be the best that they can be within the limitations of their circumstances. The women of Marawi have proven that. And I will not add one more story to try to inspire every woman listening, because you just have heard so many stories of so many women of success and achievement. Instead, let me share with you what a wise man once said. Your vocation in life is where your greatest joy meets the world's greatest need. Look into yourself and find what gives you your greatest joy. Look around you, into your community, and into the world, and try to find where the world's greatest need meets your greatest joy. Listen to your heart. Listen to what the world whispers to you. Discover your passion. Uncover your vocation. Just always remember one most important element, that your greatest joy must meet the world's greatest need. And that means your vocation is never, never, ever just about yourself. It has to be a goal that is entwined with others. Others may mean a child, or a spouse, or a parent. It may mean volunteering for charity or serving your church. It may mean being a responsible and truthful writer, whether you write a book or a Facebook post. In all this and more are countless ways to be entwined with others, none of lesser importance than the other. Woman, look deep inside you. Find your passion, but please remember your journey does not stop inside you. Your passion needs to meet the others of your journey, and your journey has to rise above yourself and move towards the world's greatest need. The path may be rough, and the way may be full of stones, and you will surely, surely stumble along the way. But trust me, you will find great joy in discovering your vocation, in living and fulfilling your mission for others carved out for you. How will you know that you have found it? You will find true peace. And if you keep still and quiet for a few moments and try to listen, you will hear music because you will hear your soul sing.